Welcome, people of the internet. This is Geek Rating Review, where we talk about everything geek culture and geek related. My name is Jean-Marc, and I talk.
My name's Nick. We talk about food, too. I was born in one, Jean-Marc, because I'm his littlest brother, David.
I have a watch that's just a Captain America shield. It doesn't have any numbers on it. I don't ever wear it.
Do you throw it?
You probably could. It would never come back, though.
Oh, well, that's unfortunate.
Not much of a shield
No.
watch.
I mean, it's a cool looking watch, but...
I mean, if you threw an actual shield, it'd do the same thing. But, you know.
But if you have the super soldier serum, then that thing comes back.
That's true.
That's true.
Rock is so excited about podcasting.
Oh, so much.
Thumbing through
I'm
Facebook.
interested in both of them.
Yeah, get off of Facebook.
I'm not on Facebook. We're recording, by the way.
You're addicted to the Laser Time community now.
I hate it. They're always around. I don't like them. I don't. No, that's not true. There's so many posts compared to Geekly. It's just a lot.
Constant.
Just a lot. Hey, welcome to the weekly news. Game rating. No, Twitch stream.
The weekly review.
Yeah, Geek rating.
The
review.
Geekly News Show.
I'm Jean-Marc, and I talk. Oh wait, that's not what I think.
I'm
Who's eating?
David, and I talk about food.
Who's eating?
Not me this time, for one.
It's not me.
Oh, I'm messing with the plastic.
Dang it, John.
Right in the microphone. It's gonna be so loud.
Oh, dude, I swear, I was hoping that you would just pick up and have like a Ruffles potato chip.
Oh no, I'd be so happy. No, I've been eating veggie sticks
They're pretty good.
for my health.
Straws or sticks?
I've been eating Max salt and pepper pork rinds.
No, that's the opposite of veggie stick.
It
No.
has the maximum amount of salt and pepper.
Oh, it's so good. So, welcome to another episode.
I'm wearing pants today. Actually, I'm wearing shorts.
Wearing Batman PJs
I'm
and
wearing-
Thundercats t-shirt.
I'm wearing plaid PJs.
We should say what we're wearing every time.
Every time. Are we going to change after this episode?
Yeah. Just the pants.
I'm just gonna go naked.
I'm going to go put on khakis.
Oh no, they're so uncomfortable.
I'm gonna halfway put on pajama pants. On one leg.
And just be nude the other side?
No, my shorts.
Oh.
I'm just gonna put it over what I'm wearing. Kind of.
Okay, Nick, get this episode started.
Me and you kind of talk more than David because he's often silent.
In general.
Oh, that was a cool noise your phone made.
But you just mentioned me in a comment while we're podcasting.
Well, I did that like 10 minutes ago.
Get
I don't
off
know.
of Facebook.
I'm not on Facebook anymore.
You can't
Um,
social media slut bag.
Yeah, sometimes we talk about music. And yeah, music's maybe it's not too geeky. I just thought it would be cool to...
We make it geeky.
We make it geeky.
That's
we
right.
talk about the stuff like our go-to bands, our go-to genres, maybe even a go-to song.
Well, me and David's might be very similar.
Probably.
Is
Yeah.
it Dave Matthews Band?
Yes.
Yeah.
Of course.
Crash into-
I don't know why I guess I'm kicking things off. I'm a first 4 album person. Like I get into singers' first 4 albums, and then after that I kind of fall off. The only real examples I have are Counting Crows, Dave Matthews,
John Mayer.
John Mayer, yeah, actually. As much as I hate to admit that, because I didn't
What's
like.
another one? Green Day.
Yeah, I did have Green Day. I had Till Nimrod.
Hey,
Yeah.
go 5 with Green Day.
What's their 5th one?
Well, you got Kerplunk. You got to count Kerplunk as the first one.
Whoa. Are you talking? Kerplunk sounds like.
Kerplunk is, you got to count Kerplunk as the first one, not Dookie.
Oh, I started with Dookie.
No, Kerplunk.
But
But I'll go Green Day too. I think that Insomniac is from front to back a masterpiece. That's the album with Brain Stew and Walking Contradiction.
Oh yeah.
That album is so good.
I don't know. Nimrod's probably my favorite, actually.
I like Nimrod. Like Hitching a Ride is like
Yeah.
to me, like Hitching a Ride is unskippable. Nice Guys Finish Last is really good. I don't like Good Riddance because I think
The
Good
popular
Riddance
one,
is
or
yeah,
the time of your
well,
life.
like
Yeah.
if you listen to Nimrod and it goes into Warning, their next album,
Oh
it's like
yeah.
you can see where they're going, and
I
it's not a
loved
good place.
Warning. Warning's like one of my favorite albums
Yeah,
there.
it's all acoustic.
They
It's all like
lost me
Jin
on
Jin Jin
American
Jin.
Idiot though. I did not like that album
I
at
didn't
all.
like it either.
Y'all didn't like. I'm the only one that liked Warning.
I
No,
like
no,
it.
Warning American Idiot.
No, I like Warning, but it's not a punk album.
Mm. Yep. I don't like Green Day for their punk stuff. Some people argue, and I've heard it argued, that they're not even a real punk band. That they
They
just
they became a pop music band.
yeah.
But if you listen to Insomniac and Kerplunk and Dookie, and those are all punk albums.
Well, I thought you were talking about Pinkerton album from Weezer,
That's Weezer, yeah.
which
Well,
I've never listened to all the way through. Regrettably.
Weirdly, talking about these albums makes me want to go take a dump right now. I don't know why.
What?
but
David,
Pinkerton has one good song, El Scorcho. Really
Well,
good song.
I was in college and I went to a party called prom at LSU. I had like 2 or 3 friends who went to LSU and they had this party because all the girls in the sororities that they knew, they missed prom, so they had a party called prom. And they everyone there asked to play Pinkerton. They played 3 songs from it, and I was the only person who didn't know any songs for Pinkerton. And everyone was yelling them and screaming them and dancing around, and I was like in the corner, like, "Oh, cool." So I only know their Green and Blue albums, and I had their Hurley album because somebody gifted that to me. That
Yeah.
has Hurley from Lost on the cover. So that one I kind of listened to because they had like the Jackass guys did a song on that one. But yeah, the Green and Blue albums are so good.
I don't think there's a bad song on the Blue album.
Yeah, Blue album's perfect. The Green album, I actually tried to listen to it more recently, and it was difficult. It weirdly didn't hold up for me.
Yeah.
I also go
the
ahead.
first song I heard on there was Hash Pipe, and I was like, "This isn't Weezer."
But I like that song.
It's not Weezer though.
Okay. I don't like their new album that's out now either. I don't like their covers album.
I thought that the Africa cover was lazy. I think you said that too.
Yeah, I think someone else did a better cover, but I can't think of who it is.
That guy that does the calculator music, the Japanese guy that does the calculator covers.
Maybe.
That one's
Maybe.
a better cover.
Yeah, Weezer, like, I like every other. Like, I actually like Beverly Hills, that song. I actually really liked it. And everyone hated me for liking it. But
I don't know what album. I don't know what album it's on, but it's called "I Want You To," I think.
mm,
If you're wondering if I want you to,
Oh yeah,
that's a really good song. But
that is a good song.
I don't think it's on a good album.
I don't know if I know this song.
You look it up.
You have to know that song.
Yeah, you look it up. You'll know it.
Maybe I've heard it more recently than you.
I have Apple Music. So.
It's like
Just start singing it to Siri. She'll be like, "Oh, I know exactly what that is."
Well, Apple Music also has that. If you type it in, if you type in lyrics, it'll find a song to those lyrics.
Google's been
So-
doing that for years.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, Apple Music's way far behind, but I mean,
Yeah, let
whatever.
me look on my 3DS, I guess.
Great.
It has an internet. Dude,
But anyway, David, what do you think of Weezer? And you're not saying anything.
I like Weezer. I never said I didn't. But I did
David,
know it's
What do you listen to?
pretty
Like
much all the same stuff that Mock just said. Alternative rock, rock, some punk, older punk, soft rock on occasion.
Don't laugh.
Alternative. You're the reason I like soft rock, Mock.
No,
Can't even laugh
I
at
know.
There's a Sirius XM channel called The Bridge, where it's just 60s and 70s like yacht rock, and I mean, well, I'll lay it out. Like Jackson Browne is one of my favorite singer songwriters of all time, and they play a Jackson Browne song like every other hour. But they play like Fleetwood Mac, and they play James Taylor and Cat Stevens, and I am obsessed with that channel. I love all that old stuff.
If I had XM, I'd probably go get that right now. Or tune it, whatever.
It's channel
Birds.
32 on XM.
32. I can't write. Wait, I've been.
What?
When you work
Yeah.
at a credit union, when you get free stuff, it's only pens and paper. I don't know why. Not that I work at a credit union.
No,
That would be stupid.
doesn't do
Well,
that.
so Jean-Marc, who would you say is your favorite band?
That's a hard one. It's a really hard one.
Or who? Let's say, like, what's your favorite band of the '90s?
No, that's not helpful because that's
Oh,
all I'm
Man,
thinking
I need
about.
to run to my car. In the trunk of my car are all my CDs that I owned. I no longer own CDs of the 90s. I can say that more recently, for some reason, no streaming services has the first two albums of Dashboard for some reason. I can't find them anywhere, but I was obsessed with Dashboard Confessionals.
I like that song on the Spider-Man 2 soundtrack.
Yeah, Vindicated.
Vindicated.
Very,
That song's
very
great.
good song. I liked when they got into more rock later on, because it was, he did a good job with the band he was with, which Nick knows off the top of his head sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Not this time.
Yeah, not this time. But man, yeah, Spider-Man, the album that came from was good too. So yeah, like I said, 4 albums with him too. I think I might have had 5 from him, but yeah, I just peter out after that. Coldplay, obviously, that was another
Coldplay.
band. At the first
I
4.
owned. I say the only Coldplay album I owned was X and Y,
Oh, okay.
and Fix
That's one
You.
of my favorite albums. I've done.
Yeah, like Fix You became a meme in the last couple years,
Oh, I had no idea.
and I love that song. That's one
Wasn't
of
that
my
the,
favorite Coldplay songs.
Wasn't that the video where the whole thing's in reverse?
Yeah,
No.
they're playing at Wembley.
Yeah. Yeah.
No,
The
David,
video in
you're-
reverse is The Scientist.
You're thinking of Scientist. Because they show you why he's sad at the end of the movie or video.
Right.
When it's the end of it. That was like right before MTV stopped having music videos.
Yeah, that was
that was
the
like
end of
right
the tail end
before.
of TRL,
Yeah,
or the beginning of TRL, because TRL killed videos.
yeah.
So, David, what would you say is like your favorite band if you had to pick?
My go-to, because one of my favorite albums that I could always put on, always listen to, and always sing to was Red Hot Chili Peppers. Shoot.
Californication?
No, not that one.
Older?
Newer.
Blood Sugar Sex Magic?
No, younger.
Oh,
I don't think I listened to that. That was
One Hot Minute?
Ed Zephyr and all those other songs.
Oh, it's got Snow Hey-O on it.
That's By the Way.
Yeah,
By the way,
Yeah. I just looked it up.
yeah.
That's a good one. And then
I was trying to remember the name of that song.
well, that came out, and then Stadium Arcadium came out, and I hated every single song on that album. I
Stadium
hated
it has like this like syncopated rhythm to it, where it feels like old hip hop almost, but it's got bad music,
Yeah.
bad lyric, and
It's
bad
weird 'cause,
rhythm.
like, they're not my favorite band, but that album I listen to constantly.
Mm-hmm.
But I wouldn't say they're my favorite band.
I have that thing. Like my probably favorite band ever is. They don't have my favorite album.
Who is it? I think you cut out.
Yeah, you cut out. Yeah.
Clutch.
Oh.
But I cannot point to out of all the Clutch albums that they've ever made, I cannot point to a single Clutch album that is my favorite album.
My
So
wife
I like
likes
them
them. My wife likes them. I think they're okay.
I don't
They're an
know if
acquired
I know
taste,
who
I
they
believe.
are.
Have you ever watched Sons of Anarchy, David?
Yes.
That's them.
Sing that awful opening song.
What song is it?
The Girl Flash Street!
Oh
That
no,
one.
not that one. No, they have better music.
I'm the devil, dude! Die for lines. Whatever they say.
They've gone through like this weird evolution where they used to be like stoner metal,
Mm.
and they went from stoner metal to stoner rock, and they went from stoner rock to blues rock, and they went from blues rock to blues, and then it's a very strange evolution of a band. But if you sit down and read their lyrics, it is some of the smartest lyrics you'll ever see. Like, it's poetry, but it's strange poetry. Even some of their album titles, they have one of my favorite albums by them is Strange Cousins from the West, which that song is on. But they're so good. I've seen them live a couple times. I've actually met them once. It was cool.
That's cool.
But I'm not gonna say that they have one of my favorite albums. I just like their music a lot. It's the only bumper sticker on my car.
Are we spitballing now, or are we each bringing
Well-
something forward?
I'm just spitballing, really.
Well, he reminded me of two bands from the '90s that I completely forgot about for some reason, which were Pearl Jam and STP, Stone Temple Pilot, which I like kind of equally. And I wish I would have listened to more Soundgarden growing up. I just like their big hits. Like, I think their first song by them I like, other than like Black Hole Sun, was the Blow Out the Outside song, whatever that song's called.
Yeah, Blow Up the Outside World. That's off their third album.
Man, I love that song. But I think going off of like consistency and the amount of times I've listened to them, Pearl Jam might actually be my favorite album or favorite artist of all time ever. Because, like, man, 10 Verses.
Vitalogy.
Yep, I love that one. Yield album. Phew, man.
Yield took a turn. That's when Pearl Jam took a turn.
But I still liked every song on it.
Yeah, but I'm saying they don't sound like a grunge band anymore on Yield.
Yeah. And a lot of people I knew in college, yet again, really like, well, not a lot, but they like Yield a lot. But Do the Evolution. That's a great.
It's a cool video too.
Yeah, the video's great. Their more recent stuff is hard to listen to. It's very difficult. Backspacer was their last album that I tried to listen to.
I'm surprised you haven't brought up Dave Matthews at all.
Well, we brought it up in the beginning. So
they were a joke
covered that.
A one-liner.
Well, Pearl Jam had this Avocado album, and that was the last one I really liked. After that one, it's not. I suggest going up to that point, but after that is Backspacer, which isn't good. Past that.
Yeah. Like, I can't make an informed opinion on it.
Yeah.
I haven't listened to it enough.
Yeah.
But from what I heard, I like it. It's just, it doesn't stick,
Yeah. And they were the first and for a long time only band I saw live in concert was Pearl Jam, because my friend Eric Bourne was also in the Pearl Jam big time. So
I think we figured out I was at the same show.
Yeah, I think you were at the same show. Do you remember him like drinking wine during that show? Because at that time he was drinking like, you were very drunk during that.
Maybe, yeah.
But we went with my friend's parents too.
Let's not say how long ago.
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
I was young.
David, you remember I went right after we went on a beach trip with one of our cousins. The one of the only beach trips.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah, right after. That's the one where Mom forced me to leave and I was mad. And then when we left, my friend called me and said, I've been looking for you. We're going to New Orleans. And I was like, okay.
01?
Was we still in school? Because I graduated in 2001. So, yeah, I think so. That sounds right. I think it was during the summer.
Yeah.
Because we were at the beach.
Yeah, that was definitely during the summer when we went on that trip.
Yeah.
Yeah, that just tells you how young I was.
Yeah, I haven't seen a lot. We can move on to live bands we've seen.
I've seen hundreds. The last concert I went to was Clutch and Coheed and Cambria, and that was 8 years ago. Mm-hmm. And Fall of Troy was there too.
Mm-hmm.
The only live band I've seen is L'Angelus.
Boo! Ça c'est bon. Nick, are you aware of who this is?
Who?
L'Angelus? Do you know who that is?
Who is L'Angelus?
Okay, good. Whew, they're not good. I mean, they're like a folk religious band that like moved. They're now in Nashville, but they kind of moved around. And we knew them when they lived in the Lafayette area. They no longer live in the Lafayette area. And they're a family band as well. And they're very, very Catholic band. So you might... Their dad is... They might listen to this. I like Johnny Reese. He's cool. I actually don't mind the family. But Johnny was very... it was fun to hang out with.
Whenever I lived in Lafayette a long time ago, I was roommates with people that were in the Lafayette music scene.
Oh.
Like the local band scene. Mm. And we got to meet a lot of people, got to see a lot of shows, got to hear a lot of good music, a lot of bad music.
A lot of bad music.
A lot of bad music. Mostly good. There were some bands back then that like kind of just blew you away. There was a band called The Fashion that I like fell in love with. I don't think they ever recorded anything, but they played some really good shows.
Mm.
But yeah, this was 10 years ago, 15 years ago, long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, my go-to genre is punk. I listen to NoFX, Lagwagon, Bad Religion, Pennywise, Rancid, Millencolin. Like those are the bands that populate my Spotify list. I kind of started like feeding you little tidbits of punk, and I think you like it. So,
well, right before we started talking on a significant level,
It got really serious.
Yeah, we got real serious. Yeah. I just know. We'd have to meet up for us to do that. Yeah.
They have those masks and stuff. Those Japanese people have developed. It's a mask. You haven't seen those?
I've seen the full body suits.
There's like sensors that you can.
Oh.
And it relays that data to the thing that's on the elsewhere.
Can we keep talking about music again?
Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, right before me and Nick started talking is when I started to get more into punk. Like, because I would talk to my friends. I don't remember their names. No, Blake and Brian Jocks, and they are very, very, very into indie music. Some of the stuff they're into is very strange and experimental indie music. And I don't go that far in the deep end, but they got me into a few indie bands that I, of course, don't remember the names to. Those bands, they're good. Those I just named. Come on. You gotta remember one of them.
Really good at this.
Does Always have to be one of them? Is that one of them? Because that's a really good indie band.
Always is very, very. They're
very
new.
Good.
They're brand new, almost. They're like on their third album, I think. They're a very good indie band. I tried to see them live because Austin's a good place to see live music and like good live music.
You are a turd for living in Austin, man. I would be all over the place watching shows.
Well, I went to a brewery yesterday. We went to like 3 breweries for my friend's birthday. Breweries. And
cold over there?
Yeah, it was a little cold. It wasn't crazy cold. And we were able to stand outside. And the last brewery had it had live music at it, so you just got to sit outside and drink.
Did they cold brew their beer at the brewery?
I have no idea. I just went to the bars and they were really fun. We played darts.
Have you washed your hair since you got that beanie? Because she's only ever seen you wear it.
Oh, I love this beanie. I've worn it while my hair was wet after being washed. I haven't washed the beanie though.
Oh, I bet it smells.
It doesn't smell that bad. Good. It doesn't smell. When it gets too hot, I take it off. So that's the weird thing about the beanie.
I just had a time jump. Was that me or y'all?
Time jump? What you mean in reality?
No, like everything froze and then it was a few seconds.
It's you were on the surface of a black hole. That's what happens. Time stops.
You're on the edge of the
smear across the surface of a black hole.
Isn't that the Event Horizon?
You sure y'all weren't on the surface of the black hole and I was in regular time?
No, see, time. You stop when you hit that Event Horizon. We can't see beyond that and everything.
You should write that into a song, Nick.
And then put it on YouTube.
I'll just take the Hawking radiation theory and put a tune to it.
If you look really close, you can see what Nick's doing in his glasses.
I'm deleting pornography.
Oh, okay.
I can see David's face and my face in your glasses.
It should be just David and you.
Yeah.
David, do you have a go-to genre?
Go-to genre, same, probably alternative.
Like Lifehouse and Nickelback and...
No.
Lifehouse and Nickelback.
Not even close.
I'm falling even more in love with you.
I'm okay with some Lifehouse and Nickelback.
Oh, God. That's the only Lifehouse song I know.
I'd rather
don't say another one. No, don't say another one.
It'll offend Nick.
Yeah, it'll break my heart.
Look at this photograph.
Every time I do it gives me gas.
I think Mud Puddle is worse than Go Back myself.
Oh, Puddle of Mud?
Puddle of Mud, I mean. Mud
Yeah.
Puddle also
POD?
sounds like a band name.
No, POD's
It
different.
was
They're like rap metal.
I feel
Maybe
so
more
alive!
Yeah. I call that butt rock.
because I'm not that kind of
But
music.
speaking of butt rock and new metal and stuff, there is a new metal band that's from back in the day called 5.0 that I can't stop listening to. I've been listening to them since they came out, and I have not stopped. But it's only one album. I don't know, something about. They're not good.
Oh.
They're not good.
Oh.
But it's something about it that I can't stop listening to it.
I've been listening to They Might Be Giants a lot recently.
Yeah, but I can always I'll flip through and I'll see a song and I'll put it on. Like I never stop listening to them either.
They're so
They're
good.
kind of ageless.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Their new
But
album's so good.
I think I talked to you about this. There are songs that are so good or that I believe are so good that I can't just listen to it one time.
Yep.
I'll listen to it twice in a row. And there's two of them right now. One is never going to change. It's a song called Between Halloweens by The Matches. It's one of my favorite songs of all time.
Okay.
And the other one is Step by Vampire Weekend. I don't like that band that much, but that song is so good. I have to listen to it 2 times in a row.
You have me thinking of a band now.
It's not Vampire Weekend, is it?
No. What is the name of that band?
I was afraid this would be.
Band.
I was afraid that this would devolve into just us Googling stuff.
Oh, well, yes, that is definitely going to happen. But there was
I
right
can't Google.
yet again right before MTV ended, they had one music video that they played by Billy Talent.
I know that. I heard that before.
That song "Try Honesty." I fell in love with that song for some reason.
Oh, I know that. Yeah, I
that
know
song's so good. That's the closest I came to that genre, I guess, of like.
Oh, I went kind of in the deep end with that genre.
Yeah.
With the emo into screamo into post-hardcore into all that stuff. I went down a rabbit hole in the early aughts that I'm still kind of climbing out of. There's bands that I still listen to, like Thursday and Poison the Well, Finch. Like there's still stuff that I'll like that's still on my playlist. Under Oath, and that'll come up on shuffle every now and then.
Yeah.
It's like some of the bigger acts like Yellow Card and all that stuff I didn't like.
I think I liked something from Yellow Card, but I don't remember. Like if I heard it, I'd be like, oh yeah. You know?
Yeah, they're that
Yeah.
they're that bad band with a violin in it.
Yes, I do like one of their songs.
Yeah.
I think it was in a video game or something, like in a skating, like in one of the
Yeah.
Tony Hawks or something.
They were like in that. They rode the Fall Out Boy wave for a while.
Oh yeah, I never
Which I
got
like
into
the
them.
first 2 Fall Out Boy albums.
Yeah.
Or
So
3.
I have a two-parter question relating to music.
Go for it.
Could be a quick thing. What's a band that everyone likes that you hate?
Led Zeppelin.
Same vein,
Elvis.
A band that everyone likes that you can't stand, but in the same vein, what's a band that everyone likes you thought you wouldn't like until you listened to it and then you really liked it?
I think a band that everybody likes that I don't like is Led Zeppelin. They have a couple
Shocking.
dozen good songs that.
That
And
reminds me too. Now that you say that,
like I thought I didn't like Jimi Hendrix, and then
Oh.
I got smarter when it came to music, and I started listening to some of the chords he was inventing, basically. And he still can't sing, but he can play guitar. And I started liking more Jimi Hendrix. Yeah, that's a pretty easy question for me.
David, you go.
Yeah, David,
Okay.
please.
Well, I could say that I hated Elvis. I've never. Nick tried to even get me into Elvis. I just can't do it. I don't
That's
like
one
his
song.
voice. No, you tried to get me to listen to one song. I couldn't even get through it. Like I don't like any of Elvis's music. I'm more of a Beatles, Led Zeppelin person. So that I don't know what I'm trying to figure out what my band is that I like.
If you like the Beatles, you should branch off and listen to Badfinger. You should listen to the Moody Blues.
I do listen to Moody Blues.
You should listen to the Grassroots,
Mm-hmm.
and you should deep dive and listen to some ELO, that like stuff that's not on the radio.
Yeah.
Those four things will like make you a more powerful music fan.
Okay.
Definitely Badfinger.
I've heard of them. I've heard of the band I didn't think I would like. That's well, you go ahead, David. I'm thinking about
Okay.
it.
So the two bands I don't like that a lot of people I know like. Yeah, I think I've already brought this up. AC/DC, I don't like their sound. I'm not a fan of it, and their sound is the same in most of the songs I've heard them do, or a similar sound. I just don't like the pitch his voice goes to. Kind of same reason I don't like Aerosmith, which wasn't my second one.
No, I hate Aerosmith.
I'm the only person that likes Aerosmith.
I hate Aerosmith.
Oh man,
David, listen to AC/DC stuff that's prior to 1980.
Okay.
Listen to the stuff where Bon Scott is the singer, and let me know what you think. I'll send you a list of songs.
The second one, kind of like Aerosmith, I'll probably get maybe more sympathy on is I can't stand Imagine Dragons, like, at all. It's one of my least favorite bands of all time. I cannot stand Imagine Dragons.
What do they sing?
They sing the Radioactive song.
Yeah, Radioactive.
How does it go?
I'm waking up. Here's something in my bones. Welcome to the new age. New age. That song.
Does it sound like Dude Perfect music?
Kinda.
See, I don't like any of that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. They say that they're really popular now, like right now with people who listen to current music. And I don't. There's one song I could stand, but all the rest of them I hated. Every single song they've ever sung.
Yeah.
They're just.
I don't. That's fine.
They think they're so cool, and I can't stand it.
Music that.
But a band I did not like because people liked it, and then I listened to it and changed my mind was Mumford. When I first heard Mumford, I was like, I'm not gonna like this band. Just too popular, and people are stupid. I don't like people. And I actually went and listened to them. I think Jamak made me do that. I think Jamak gave me the album and said, "Go listen to it by yourself."
I don't own their discs on their.
Somebody did that to me.
It's really smart. It's really smart music, though. It's not dumbed down pop.
Yeah,
right.
That's what I appreciate about it.
But all I heard was Little Lion Man over and over and over again. I was like, I don't want to listen to this band. Yeah, I really like it.
Well, I figured mine out. Mine is Guillote. And he sang the song "Someone That You Used to Know."
Yeah, that's the video with the painting.
Yeah, the painting and everything.
Yeah.
Well, I was in a bar and it played, and everyone was singing around it at the time, and they're like, "I love this song." I was like, "Ugh," and then I don't know what happened. I don't know what it like grew on me, and then I got their entire album that song's on, and that album is super good. I like pretty much all. I maybe don't like 2 songs off of that album, but then they go into how he went to making music, and he's sound based. So he'll pick up and kind of like another band does this, but he will pick up on different sounds and then incorporate them into his music, and just make different sounds with different objects. Yeah, and I'm starting to remember all my indie bands, or I'm looking at them. Bear's Den is very good. Fleet Foxes, Civil Twilight's okay.
Oh, who sings that stupid Guinevere song used to?
Oh, that's Death Cab for Cutie, which you hate Death Cab for Cutie so much, or that song.
That song is so bad.
I love that song. I love you, Guinevere.
It's not that bad. I like Death Cab. That was part of my emo phase.
Guinevere song can kiss my butt. It's so aggravating.
Head and the Heart's pretty good. I like them. They're folky goodness.
I would be remiss to completely avoid the fact that I am also a colossal metalhead. Most people know me as a metalhead, but I've kind of fallen off on some of the newer stuff because everybody's there's a sound out there called Gent, DJENT, where it's like everybody.
Like from Witcher.
No, like Gent. It's the sound of the guitar and drum make at the same time, where it's just like it's all about the double bass and the breakdowns, which used to be fun. Yeah. But now like the whole song sounds like that, and it's kind of lazy.
Yeah.
There's a band called All Shall Perish that their first 3 albums are so good. It's like a metal symphony.
I think
And then they took a dump at album number 4. So bad, super bad. But yeah, I'm also a huge metalhead. Like Between the Buried and Me, they're like math metal, and Infant Annihilator. That's not a very good band name, but they make good music. Yeah, still a metalhead.
I knew Nick in high school or how I perceived you. I don't know. But the band I associated you with was Deftones.
Deftones.
Yeah,
Yep.
that was you
I
in high
still
school.
listen to Deftones. I don't think Deftones has made a bad album yet.
Oh man, that album that came out with the "I Watch You Change" that song. Well,
Yeah,
no,
White
no, no,
Pony.
no, 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 not that song.
Passenger.
Yeah, I think it's Passenger.
That's White Pony. That's their.
Well, no, there was a newer one that came out. What? Come on, I have them on here. I'm gonna kill myself for I kept up a little bit. Come on, Jean-Marc. Where
I'm
is
the
that
worst with
album?
names.
Oh,
so-
the Kai no Yoken album.
Yeah.
Yeah, that Tempest song. Whew. I freaking love Tempest. That is such a good song.
Yes,
God,
absolutely.
dog. That song
I've
blew my
never
mind.
I've never fallen off of Deftones. I actually saw Team Sleep, which is the lead singer's side project.
Mm-hmm.
I saw them at a very small bar in New Orleans before Katrina.
Oh wow,
Like it was an amazing show.
man.
Like maybe 80 people there
Yeah.
with this like world famous musician playing a little tiny, basically dive bar.
Yeah.
That was just so good. One of my favorite shows I've ever been to. Yeah, I still listen to Deftones.
Yeah.
I was their torchbearer in high school because everybody was listening to Creed.
Yes.
When we were in high school.
Definitely one of those people. I owned their albums.
I remember when we were in high school, Creed was going to play a concert at the Cajun Dome, and they canceled it.
Oh.
And it sent shockwaves throughout the community, and everybody was all upset, and they stopped being Creed fans. And I was like, they suck anyway.
I was never big into Creed. I didn't like Creed as much as the rest of people I knew.
To everybody at that school at one point was like Creed fan.
Well, everyone in the world was in the Creed.
Like I say that, but you know my buddy Tyson?
Maybe.
He started. Okay, several years ago, we were doing things
Hanging
and
out.
drinking and stuff, hanging out,
Mm-hmm.
and a Creed song came on the radio, and we knew every freaking word.
Oh.
Everybody in the car knew every word to the song, and it wasn't even one of their big hits. It was one of the obscure ones, and somehow we all collectively knew every word and sung it. That was the kind of infectious ability Creed had back then. It was the song "Torn," if you remember.
Oh yeah.
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 That sounds
Yeah.
This is what they tell me.
That one, a lot of people's favorite song that wasn't super popular was their song "One," which
That's such a bad song.
I know, but like all of their song titles ended up being like also Metallica song titles.
They were like monosyllabic.
Yeah.
If it wasn't one word, it was two one-syllable words. Like the song "What If."
Yeah. What if? Yeah. What if that? Man, I used to listen to that while playing.
That was on the Scream 3 soundtrack.
Oh, that makes
Which
sense.
does have, that soundtrack has my absolute favorite Incubus song called Crowded Elevator.
I should listen.
Awesome.
I love Incubus. Oh,
Awesome song.
like the earlier. Yeah. Incubus I was into too.
I like the Creed Shred videos. That's my favorite thing about Creed, I think.
Yes. We need to send Nick our favorite one. That one's so good.
The 3 and the 4 are both really good.
Yeah. Dirt, dirt, dirt.
You know how to sing like Scott Stapp? I could teach anybody how to sing like Scott Stapp.
Oh.
Just stick your chin out as far as it'll go. Like this. And just sing. That's
wow,
the,
you're right.
that's the, what if? What if? Yeah.
So I saw, speaking of weird facial things, I saw Counting Crows and Matchbox 20 live recently, like 2 years ago.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, in Houston, David should have came.
My
And
wife hates Matchbox 20.
well, I
Paul and
thought
I
I
are
liked them
considering going to the
until
Baton Rouge one.
wait, what?
So Paul and I were considering going. They did Baton Rouge like right before that.
Oh,
Paul bailed on me, so I didn't go.
again, that's why I
I
didn't
don't know
see
about
They Might
that,
Be
but
Giants
that's
as
something
well.
to do. Yeah, I was broke. I didn't have a lot of money.
I like the first two Matchbox 20 albums.
I think I only liked their first one because
Well, the second one has like Unwell and stuff on it, and If You're Gone.
I hate If You're Gone.
No, that's not a
do
good song,
not
but
like that
that's.
song. Yeah, yeah.
I like the song Bent. That's on the second album.
I really hate that song, Ben.
No, no.
Can't help me. Like, I don't know, but like
That's Rob Thomas. They had that thing. What was the number one song on the Billboard charts when you were 14?
yes.
And it's freaking Smooth by Santana and Rob Thomas
Oh,
for me. I'm so upset. I hate that song.
You know what song is mine from that, which I also come in on? It's One Sweet Day with Boyz II Men and Mariah Carey.
Well, that's dude, that song was number one for like 6 months.
Well, yeah, that's why I picked November specifically.
I haven't done this test. I need to go.
David, you should do it while I talk
You need
about
to
my
join the
concert
Laser Time community.
experience.
You won't see my face though.
That's fine.
Yeah, it's whatever is the number one song on your 14th birthday.
Yeah, so do the math and look it
It's
up.
supposed to define your life.
So anyway,
apparently Smooth defines my life.
So which makes sense to me. Which makes a lot of sense to me, actually, knowing you.
Does it? Yeah, look at his smooth baby face.
Yeah, you do. You have those big eyes. You have big eyes and a smooth baby face.
Correct. Yeah. And I sing like Rob Thomas.
That's true. You should do like a Rob Thomas and Creed.
You should hear me in the shower.
Oh, you should join. Just do a cover band of 90s music. So I saw.
I'll sing Creed songs as Rob Thomas.
No one wants that. So yeah, I saw them live. I was all about Counting Crows. They were the first people to play. I felt like I was the only one in the crowd who was excited and knew every single song they sang. But I'm a huge Counting Crows fan.
I love
I was
those.
like, oh. And the only song people knew was when he played Colorblind, which is like the easiest piano lick ever, apparently, to learn. So Rob Thomas came on, and all the women that were my age and older lost their mind. And when and they were like screaming female sexual things at him that were very loud. Rob Thomas from Matchbox 20. The women were losing their mind. And that was weird. But like when he sings, he pulls his neck out as far as he can and he strains his neck like he's like strangling on something.
Taking it down?
And he sings through his teeth.
Yeah,
like you can hear it.
Like it's just terrible, and like we were concerned the whole concert that he was like gonna burst a blood vessel in his neck, because it was weird. Because we weren't close, but they have the monitors on them, and it was. But sitting there listening to Matchbox 20, I hated all their songs that weren't on their first album, and even the songs that were on their first album, I was like, play more B-sides, like. I found out that I didn't like him as much as I thought I did. So it's weird that they didn't hold up as much as I thought. I think you're so mean. Like, I didn't know. I still like Counting Crows more
Counting
than I
Crows
probably
is
should.
way better.
Yeah, but I just thought I liked Matchbox 20 more, and I don't as much as I thought.
Matchbox 20, they ain't no Third Eye Blind.
No.
You know, I like Third Eye Blind more.
I only know their one album though. That
one album is super good.
Yeah, that's true.
And I did tell you about some Marcy Playground deep cuts to go check out.
Yes, and I did check those out, and it was very good. And I'm gonna go back to those because the first album's good, but man, their second and third, or they only had 3, right?
Marcy Playground, they had several.
Oh,
but the one I sent you was from like 2009.
Yeah, I don't remember. It was very good. I was listening to a bunch of their stuff that day, though. I was like trying to go chronologically, and then you told me to skip, so I did. Their stuff's pretty good, actually. I wish more people were into them. They kind of remind me of the New Orleans band.
Better than
Is it the
Ezra?
month
Better than
of your
Ezra.
birthday? Is it the month of your birthday?
Yeah, go by the month of your birthday.
Yeah.
Oh.
Or the day.
Or the day.
Okay.
I went by month.
I went by day. But yours is like broke all kinds of Billboard records.
Yeah.
It was number one for months.
And I loved that song when I was a kid. I was all
And then that
about
record
it.
was broken by Elton John, Candle in the Wind.
Oh, yeah, which I also loved when I was a kid.
That was like the next big single.
Great.
And
Hey,
smooth.
David, this is taking you an oddly long amount of time to figure out.
Because I don't want it to be true.
It's that bad.
What is it?
He's so young though.
What is it, David?
It's Yeah by Usher.
Oh. He is a baby. Because I was working at Stage when that was number one.
Oh.
No, wait. Hold on.
Dun,
No,
dun,
get- no,
dun,
that's it.
dun,
You got it.
dun,
Burn
dun.
by Usher. Yeah by Usher was right before that.
Okay.
What was
They're
it?
both bad. Burn. Let it burn.
I don't know that song.
Yeah, it's
called
not good.
Burn.
My wife knows it. If she ever listens to our podcast, she'll hear me say that I don't like Usher. And she knows like all the words to all the songs prior to like some recent bad stuff.
He's a gifted dancer.
Yeah.
Well, the other one was Hey Ya by Outkast, but it didn't make it to my birthday.
No, sorry, David. That's a great song.
I know.
That's
I was
Better than Usher.
yeah.
I think that's a song I didn't like at first, and it grew on me. I ended up loving that song because I wasn't very kind to rap. No one in our family was.
But that's R&B. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think Hey Ya is a rap song.
I don't either at all. Yeah.
I'd call it like a
Interesting.
funk pop song.
That's true, actually. But I think that's why I was negative towards it because I thought it was in that genre, even though
Yeah.
I
I had that double album. Like that's off of a double album. Half of the album is what's his name? The guy that sings Hey Ya. It's not both Outkast.
Oh, okay.
And the other half of the album is like hard rap album.
Oh,
It was a really cool concept.
was Bombs Over Baghdad on that on that album?
Yes, it was.
Oh
It
man,
was.
that's a great song. I actually heard that song before. Actually.
Yeah. We drove to Lafayette to go buy that album at Best Buy the day it came out.
Oh wow. Remember when Best Buy opened and it was mind blowing how cheap the music was there?
It was still crazy to pay $18 for a CD.
Yeah, but theirs was only $10 an album if I remember correctly.
Double album.
Oh, okay, yeah.
The last album I bought at a Best Buy was a Clutch album.
When did Best Buy open?
I was in 8th, 9th grade when it opened.
I must have been in college. Was I in college?
Oh no, you were in high school. If I was in 8th grade, you were in high school.
Well, then I must have known the opening from our brothers that were in college or something.
Because Circuit City was already open, and then Best Buy opened across the street.
Well, Circuit City had been there though. I thought.
Yeah.
Circuit City was the worst. I only been there like twice, and it was.
No, Circuit City had awesome CDs.
I hated. Oh yeah, that's where I got my Incubus album actually.
But if you just drove a little bit farther down Ambassador Cafe, you went to CD Warehouse.
There was a CD warehouse?
There was a CD Warehouse on the left.
No.
You know where Pets Unlimited and
Yeah.
Bed Bath and Beyond?
Yeah.
Like in that area?
Yeah.
Fitness, Chuck E. Cheese, yeah.
Yeah, there was
Yes.
a CD Warehouse in that parking lot, and that's where I got my music from when
Oh,
I
I
was
had no idea.
prior to high school.
Wow.
They had some hidden gems. And then you went down in the oil center and went to Toys.
Oh yeah, I only heard commercials about that.
Oh, dude. Toys sold bootleg concert CDs.
No way.
Yeah.
Wow.
VHS tapes. Bootleg concert VHS tapes at Toys.
Awesome.
Well, I started going to, I think it was Barnes and Nobles or one of those bookstores, and they had all the indie albums in there.
Yeah.
So that's where you deep dive into indie stuff was, or at Starbucks where you get your singer-songwriter albums from, like Head in the Heart.
Jackson Brown is my singer-songwriter. Do we have a goof topic?
I have something that I'm cooking today that isn't a goof topic, but I'm cooking hamburgers, and I have chuck beef and sirloin beef, ground meat, and I'm mixing those together with an egg and seasoning it. and then cooking them for.
That's really funny, Tremont.
I know. Thanks, David. Well, I didn't say it was funny. I just said I wanted to get to it because we always talk about food.
You just had it.
I cooked yesterday. I cooked nachos. I made nacho meat made some cheese, sauce, and
How'd you make
put it
the
on.
cheese?
I take like produce cheese, the squeezable cheese.
Oh, so you didn't
They sell
hand
them in
pick it?
big bags,
Oh no!
and I put that in a container and I pour jalapeno juice in it.
Gross.
No.
I hate jalapenos.
Oh,
They're
dude,
growing on me. The
how do you
more
eat nachos?
The more they grow on you.
How do you eat nachos?
With ground meat that is
No.
seasoned.
It needs jalapenos and cheese and grind meat and salsa.
Well, the only thing I really liked that had ground jalapenos in it was some chicken. Once.
Man.
Have you had jalapeno poppers?
Gross. Get out of here.
Oh,
with that
come
talk.
on.
Bacon covered jalapeno?
I'm Cajun, not Mexican. I mean, come on. I don't,
Okay, Gerard, jalapeno poppers are what get you into liking jalapenos. I promise you. They are so good. They're covered in bacon, I think, and then they have like cheese in the middle.
Yep.
Where did you even get this sort of
So
food,
good.
David?
Rouse's.
Oh. Well, I'm not.
Rouse's had them and just cooked them, and they're delicious.
I'm sure there's a Rouse's coming soon to Austin. They're
Yeah.
opening everywhere.
I'm sure. Well, HEB is the place of choice over
I don't
here.
know why people like HTV so much. It's not
Dude,
that
they have a Rouse's in freaking Gulf Shores, Alabama.
No way.
Like right across from like a huge Walmart.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, just a big old Rouse's right there.
I guess I know where I'm moving.
The Gulf Shores? Why would you do such a crazy?
Please don't do that.
I wouldn't do that.
I wouldn't do that. I was thinking Mississippi. I was thinking Biloxi.
No,
That's even
no
worse.
better.
No, what's the place next to Biloxi that has a similar name to that?
Mobile?
Gulfport.
Surfers?
It's a Gulfport.
Gulf
Something
Shores
like that.
in Alabama, Biloxi's
Oh,
in
so
Mississippi.
maybe it's Gulfport. Yeah.
I think it's Gulfport.
So Jean-Marc hating jalapenos is our goof topic?
No, I just wanted to bring
We're
up
cooking up
food because I'm
burgers,
excited to
yeah.
cook it with my
Oh.
fingies. I mean, my hands, my man hands.
Oh.
David, I think you had one that I cut you off from.
Oh wait! I have a goof topic I never brought up ever, and I got it while I was at your house waiting for you to get back from work. The day I came to Austin,
Mhm.
talking to your wife,
Oh no.
because we were thinking of a lucrative business, and I forgot the goof topic, so don't even talk to me. You know what? I'm just gonna go roll and die because I forgot why it was so exciting.
Oh, well.
Oh wait, I remember it. Okay, never mind. So, you go to animal shelters. This isn't a true take you seriously. But there's those dogs at every animal shelter that no one likes. And
It's Stitch.
and there's a lucrative market of illegal drug dealers toward the south of America. So you can train them to they already hate people. So you just selling them? I don't know, something like that. Dogs nobody likes because they're evil already.
David, is that super racist what you just said? Am I have to
No.
cut it out?
We're gonna
Drug
The
dealers.
podcast? I think I'm gonna have to.
we're cutting this, right?
David, I might like blank out what you said and just cut to us saying you can't say that on the podcast.
No.
I thought you were gonna be talking about a stupid suitcase cart or whatever y'all came up with.
No, it was training dogs to give to drug dealers
Why do they need dogs?
because they're not scary. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't even remember how the conversation went. It's been too long.
Can we cut that?
Let's do another goof topic. David,
We haven't
you
done
can't
it.
say South Americans
Okay, I have a
because
goof
people don't
topic,
like
okay?
them. All right.
Except not in South America, the south part of the U.S.
Oh.
What we do is that we break into hospitals and we go to the maternity ward and we just steal the babies
That
and then sell them to drug dealers on the Mexican border.
no, that's perfect. Or we go to Korea and sell them. or any Asian market. Or I'm gonna have to cut all this out. We're already at like 55 minutes.
Timestamp that
I know
shit.
this is the longest episode.
Good thing I cut you off. Talked about food.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cut out us talking, and then us talking about the fact that we cut everything out. That'll be the goof topic. The fact
Perfect.
that I cut out.
Nobody will ever know just how racist David is.
No, they won't know.
What?
Well, I had a goof topic, or not goof. My idea for a restaurant would be puppies and pizza, where
That's horrible.
you get pizza, but you can also adopt a puppy, also, and you could bring your own dogs in.
Right off your table.
What?
Immediately.
Well, they have their own area. You have your own area.
It definitely sounded like you said puppies in pizza.
Oh.
That sounds delicious.
That's why.
Everyone knows.
That was the problematic statement I had.
That'd be like mixing like Italian and Chinese food together.
No, come on. It wasn't
I'm not good at that. That's
yet.
a good joke. Come on.
It wasn't.
It's
racist
not.
yet.
I didn't even say anything slightly.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine. I'm leaving that goof in.
Okay.
Or not. I'll decide when I'm editing.
We should
You're
just
editing.
not have one. It's already 40 minutes without one.
We should say have a goof topic and then cut to us laughing.
That's it.
And then, and then that's the end of the
That's the
episode.
game ready review.
Yeah.
I don't know what we are.
Thanks for listening.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go take a dump now.
I'm gonna drink more water and pee pee.
Yeah, I'm gonna go
Right
give me
there,
some more
bro.
whiskey.
See y'all next time, or listen to us next time.
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do